Okay. Are we gonna add like a little buffer in between? Like give it a couple of seconds so we can like acclimate ourselves to our environment? Okay.
Welcome back to the
What's up?
Two Fellow Yellows monthly discussion. I'm here with
Well, no, I thought this was called like taking accountability.
Taking accountability, Two Fellow Yellows monthly conversation, discussion, whatever you want to call it.
Yee. No, it's whatever we want to call it. This is
Whatever
our
we
show.
want to call it, whatever you want to. Hey, bro, they're the viewers here.
Oh, right. This is our show.
We're already a minute in.
Yeah.
So, last month we did October discussion. This month is November discussion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, do you have your questions?
That's facts.
How's your sleep schedule, bro?
Sleep schedule?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. I'm fucking sleep deprived. Next question. No, I was playing. Okay. Well, actually, not gonna lie. The beginning part of the month, I was really slacking off. Like I was still waking up 11 to 12 in the day.
Okay.
But keep in mind, I'm not like going to bed early. Most of the time, if I'm waking up at 11 or 12, I'd be going to bed around like 2 or 3 and not like goofing around. I'll be doing work for most of the time. Yeah, recently, like I'd say for the past week, I've been able to stick with going to bed earlier, so like around 12 to 1. And then I get up right at 7:30. And I don't wait for like 10, 20 minutes. Like I get up right away. And I do this technique where I count down from 5 to 1 in my head.
Oh, shit.
I've seen it like before in reading books or like watching videos. They suggest like when you're doing something that's like, you know, difficult for you at that time, you just like you count down from like 5 or whatever number you want, you know. Like I've been using a bunch of like tips that were given in the book that we both read a couple months ago, Atomic Habits, where I make sleeping in unappealing to me. And what I tell myself is like, even if I had those extra hours of sleep, I'd still feel like, you know, just the same.
Okay.
Getting up, that's the hard part. So I just had to like, you know, mentally motivate myself to do that. All in all, I hope to keep up what I'm doing and hopefully wake up earlier. If you guys don't know, Ben recently got a job at Amazon. You still work there, right?
No. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I was hoping you would say like, no, I quit a couple days ago. I was like, okay, well, there goes that question. Okay, so I want to know from, if you want to give like a little bit of a description of what it's like working there, and then what skills have you gained from working at Amazon that can be applied like outside of the warehouse?
That's a good question. So I come in.
I fucking know.
And so I'm a part-time associate. And what a lot of the people are there for is whatever the machines can't do, basically. Are like...
That's scary.
So what we do is we go in and whatever the position may be, like at Home Depot, there's different positions out there. Yeah. And so there's 2 sides of the warehouse, inbound and outbound. Inbound is where products come in from sellers, and we would stow that into inventory. And then outbound is where we're actually going through the process of shipping those items out and having them taken to their delivery people. And so what I've been doing the past 2 weeks is something called problem solving, which is pretty much ensuring that everything's like going smoothly.
Oh shoot, so you're like a supervisor basically?
No, hell no.
Well, you're supervising.
No, I mean supervising, but you're
supervising the boxes. You're in charge of those boxes.
We're in charge of making sure like if something's wrong with a package, like it's unscannable or like it got damaged, then we would have to ship out another of that product.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to like make
sure these orders
there's no errors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you said about
sick. Yeah, what skills have you acquired?
From the
honestly,
time you
work?
Just being in a logistical environment and like a system, like where the systems are literally in place, it's like so interesting to me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about like what I learned from me practicing, not really from Amazon, but me specifically was just socializing more and like starting conversations.
Oh, are you able to do that at the warehouse?
Yeah,
there's actually the time for you to step aside and like talk to people.
Yeah.
Because the way I imagine it is like they have you standing in one spot. Like all you can do is twist and turn your waist. Yeah.
No,
Oh
it's
well,
easy to
that's
assume
good. Okay,
Um,
that's a good
I
environment
would
then.
say for other warehouses it might be like that because bigger, more fast paced. But since we're a newer warehouse, like
Yeah, they're coddling you, you know.
slowly getting there.
Yeah.
We're definitely still a small warehouse. As for what I learned from Amazon specifically, there's a lot of processes in place. Like,
Yeah.
it
Well, I
has to be,
mean,
yeah.
packages
The
have to get
fastest-
shipped in one
Mhm.
day, and that has to happen somehow.
Yeah, and just specific things that I couldn't have ever tried to picture if I didn't work at a. Because I've never worked in an environment like that before.
No, yeah, it's like a complete 180 when you go from like your first job was retail.
Oh yeah, retail.
Yeah. No, I was glad that you chose to work at Amazon. At any kind of job like that where you're working in a warehouse, that it's fast paced, keeps your mind active. I don't know about you, but like because at Home Depot we're always up to something most of the time. There's like
Yeah,
obviously slow days, but do you typically like come back home like you have more energy as compared to like any of the other jobs that you worked at?
Yeah.
Just because like you're keeping your mind active throughout the
Mhm.
day,
Oh,
doing
hell
things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention I was also put in an opportunity to train people and problem solving.
Oh,
So
really?
That was a cool thing.
You were given the
Like,
opportunity to do that?
Yeah, to train
Oh.
just for one day, like one.
Oh,
specific
damn,
part.
really? So you're training new hirees?
No, not new hire. Well, just people in that one position because like we're
Yeah.
not new hire.
Well, how many people are in like the problem solving department?
And
10? Okay.
I only know like 6.
Oh, it's a big warehouse,
So you mentioned that YouTube took a lot of your, not took a lot of your time, but a lot of the time you took
Oh,
spent
no.
on YouTube
Yeah.
is watching interviews and stuff like that. So I want to just hear about how that's going and like any valuable things that you learned from those videos that you were able to apply to life.
Oh, from the interviews that I've been watching?
Interviews, videos, whatever
Okay.
might be valuable. to you.
Yeah, well, I'll transition a bit from watching. I like went through every interview I could find on YouTube.
Mm.
Like I just type in like CEO interview, and then I go through like the list of stocks that I have, and see if there's like an interview based off of like the company I'm invested in. But then after that, like I switched my interest and focus towards real estate. So mostly like how to run a rental property, just basically the basics of investing in a property. And oh man, dude, I can like fucking go on about like rental properties.
Hey, bro, after
Like,
this,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
down to hear a lot about it.
I'm definitely gonna show you, but I don't know. It feels like you just
A fucking
clapped in that. Oh yeah, you probably feel the same way about YouTube, but like finding something that you're truly passionate about, it's such like a relief, because like the scariest thing is not really, at least for me, like having no direction. Because throughout high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. All I knew was like, I guess I gotta go to college. What am I gonna do with the degree once I get it? But like I'm really set on becoming a realtor and investing in real estate, bunch of different kinds of properties. And yeah, it's just like so interesting to me. I love like all the numbers behind it. It's nothing like, fucking like derivatives and all those kind of BS calculus stuff. It's like meaningful numbers to me. And it's just like looking at properties too. It's just, I freaking love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching more like real estate related videos. I guess on the topic of the amount of YouTube consumption this past month, like I've dialed down majorly by deleting the YouTube app off my phone. That's what I started off with. I think I deleted Snapchat first, then I deleted YouTube, and then I think about a week ago I deleted Instagram and Facebook off my phone. And I've never felt more free in my life. It's kind of scary how trained. Come on, Buff. You're messing
You
up
wanna
my
let him
mental
in?
flow. Yeah, bring him in. What's up, buddy?
Come in.
Did Will Smith send you? After I deleted Instagram and Facebook, I started to notice like how I like involuntarily just look up on my phone and then swipe to where the app icons used to be.
Hell yeah.
And I'd like click in that exact spot, completely forgetting I deleted the apps. And I'm like, damn, this used to be a really big problem. And I'm glad I like got it out. There's nothing wrong with like social media. It's just like it's any kind of tool, like a nuclear bomb.
If you're letting it,
Yeah.
if you're letting it use you instead of you using it, then
Damn.
and no,
I mean,
bro,
well
that's
said.
a huge
Yeah.
problem with our fucking
Generation,
generation. They
yeah.
spend like
I kept coming up with the excuse saying like, oh, I talk to people on these apps, so I gotta keep it for, to maintain socializing with, my friends and family. But that was just a bullshit excuse.
yeah.
You can like have the Messenger app without having Facebook, and I can ask people for their numbers. I don't have to DM them on Instagram. There's only 24 hours in the day, and it's up to you and how you want to spend it. So, dude, he gets in like every crevice he sees. Like if you place a box in
He's a
front of
freak.
him, yeah, I trained him well. Okay, I'll just go down the list. What's one thing that you've been pushing off to get done this month? So like, what's one thing you've been putting off? You've been wanting
You probably
to
heard
get
me
done.
talking about it. The gym.
Oh, going to the gym.
Yeah, I'm getting a membership.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell
Where? What? At what gym?
It's this gym called Anytime Fitness, like 5 minutes away from me, bro. But yeah, I'm just gonna go there every morning before work.
What? Every single day?
No, not every day.
No. Yeah, I think you
3
should.
times
Like,
a week.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like space it out so you give
And so
your
tonight,
muscles
I'm
time.
hoping you can, teach me some.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah. And then while we're there, like I'll show you arm workouts too, cause I've been starting to get into using free weights, cause like those
Free
help.
weights?
Yeah, like the dumbbells,
Oh.
barbells.
No, it was for me. Mostly it was like. Not
You felt
wanting
like
to
you didn't
spend
have the
that much time. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but like
I could definitely get more results
yeah.
having a gym membership.
Yeah.
Like, at the gym.
And dude, I'm telling you, like, you feel more productive throughout, like, the entire week when you work out. And, like, just sticking with a schedule, or, like, when you get something done at a time that you say you're gonna get it done at,
Yeah.
it feels good to, like, accomplish that. And you feel like you're building up this momentum.
Yeah, it carries on to the rest of your
Yeah.
life. And he was always talking about bulking up, and I was like, I kind of feel guilty because I'm, like, stagnating. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I'm telling you, like, you're gonna feel much more productive. You're gonna feel good. Like, honestly, building muscle and being in shape is kind of a byproduct of working out. Like, I see it more as, working out my mind. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten into it, like, into this video series, but I've definitely told you. I was, like, in one hell of a, what was it called, a runt? I guess that's the
A
way to
rut.
put it. A rut, yeah. I think runt is, like, the smallest animal. Yeah, well, I need to work on my vocabulary, too. I was in one hell of a rut in the beginning of the year. And, like, I didn't think I'd be able to get out of it and, get that feeling out. But, slowly developing good habits and especially working out, like, I think working out is, like, the biggest and greatest thing that I've, done this year. Because it's helped me feel more productive in everything else I did. So I'm telling you, bro, like, you made the right decision doing it.
I mean, we should let them know, like, our plans with our Instagram page. Should we?
Okay. Well, do you want to do that at the end?
Yeah, we could, talk about that at the end.
Okay, yeah, so, like, I mean, shoot, if you make it to the end, like, you're a real homie.
So I'm gonna ask a question about Toastmasters. How's that been going? Have you been...
Yeah, I've been sticking with going every Thursday, which is when the meetings are. I plan on giving another speech next month, either on the 3rd or the 8th. I need to figure out, like, what topic I have to, go with. Because there's, like, this thing called pathways where you have to basically follow along, like, the path that they set for you. So I'll probably choose, like, leadership or communication as my pathway.
So what's the pathway set, like, in general?
Oh, I don't know yet. Like,
Oh.
I have to set that up. If there's one thing I've been pushing on, it's probably that. But I've been, like, sticking with, like, playing a role for every meeting. So there's, like, different types of roles. Giving speeches is, like, one of them. But you can also be an evaluator or the table topics master or Toastmaster of the evening. I was the evaluator 2 weeks ago. Everyone thought I gave a good evaluation, and I was really nervous about giving it just because like I'm very like wary about giving feedback to people because I don't want to offend them in any way. I'm still conscious about what people like think of me and how I make them feel. So I still kind of tiptoe around like giving feedback. Yeah, the person who gave his speech, like he gave his first one, and he was obviously like really nervous. But I thought like the message that he delivered overall was really impactful. That's basically what I went with for my evaluation. If you want to work on your like speaking or evaluation skills, Toastmasters is the one to go with. Yeah, I asked you this a couple of days ago, but I thought like it's too good of a question to not put into this. I kind of document it. But what caused you to actually start caring about your future? Like what made you do a complete 180 of living a life of stagnation to living a life of growth?
I like the way you put that.
Oh,
You asked me before, but
no, yeah, I want us to like repeat what we said.
So like I said before about that, the way I used to think about just my future was like I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out later, and so I play a lot of video games to kind of like distract myself from that. And what I like noticed myself not even liking it, like, but I was just still doing it, continuing to do it. And it was just like to the point where I wasn't enjoying it. I realized I'm gonna sell my PS4 and try and figure this out and find out some other things that I can do to actually experience life. Since I don't know what I'm passionate about, I don't know things that I should improve on or whatever. I don't even know what direction to take, so I'm gonna at least try. And so I sold my PS4, started selling on eBay, and that's kind of
what got the ball rolling. Yeah, I remember you like telling me you sold your PS4, and I didn't put much onto it. I was like, oh, dope, you sold your PS4. But like huge step, like looking back, because like you said, you didn't enjoy it, but you're still doing it, and that's just with like any type of addiction. When people think of addiction, they think of like alcohol, drugs, but addiction comes in many forms, and like it typically you don't realize it until it starts having such a large effect on your daily life. I think, didn't you try drop shipping for a bit? Yeah, you were selling like bracelets.
Because I didn't even have a credit card.
Oh, you need a credit card?
Yeah, to kind of fulfill the orders, you need to use a credit card.
Oh, because they pay you, then you buy the item. And have it.
So I was kind of just like grasping onto something.
Yeah, but no, like that's where you got your start. Like even though like it didn't work out, you still like learn a lot of helpful things through the process, and it's what helped develop your entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Journey.
What about you? Well, let me flip the question to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I obviously don't want to get into like the details of exactly why I was like in the state of mind that I was in, out of respect for myself and the other parties involved. But yeah, I was just like never in a good mood. It was pretty bad because like I would just like right when I get home I just like want to go to sleep because I didn't want to think of, I don't know, I just like didn't want to think at all. I was just so stressed out that that like feeling you get in your chest when you don't feel good. Like it was such like a heavy feeling, and like I remember like taking deep breaths. I'm like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I don't want to live this type of lifestyle forever. I had to do something about it, or I would end up as another statistic. But yeah, I just wanted to. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just know that I had to do something, and that most of the time that's all you can really do. You don't need like a clear path when you're trying to, you know, start over. You just gotta like put one foot over and, you know, see what happens from there. But, you know, sometimes doing that, like, that's easier said than done. And I don't want to, you know, fucking put myself up on a pedestal. I don't know if that's like the right saying, but like, we all have our problems. I live like such a fortunate, like, comfortable lifestyle. So it kind of feels weird for me to like even complain about like problems that I've dealt with. Cause like, why the fuck should I have problems?
Nah, don't,
you know?
don't complain, but
I know.
not,
Like,
it's not complaining. It's like expressing yourself as a person, because we all go through shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. And that's like, that's why I wanted to like make known is that no matter where you come from, like poor, rich, black, white, Hispanic, like everyone has their own problems, and they're not like as equally hard as one another, but they should all just be viewed as problems, and that, you know, we should all be willing to help one another regardless of where we're at. You know, if we all, you know, build off of one another, shit, imagine like how thriving the world would be.
Hell yeah, man. That's all my questions.
We might have touched on this already, but let me ask: what good habits have you developed, and what are bad habits that you've gotten rid of?
I haven't started yet, but I just got this journal, and I'm starting bullet journaling, which is another thing that I've always wanted something, a way to organize my life, and like different ideas and ways of thinking that I just go through the day, like the way I think and the stuff that I need to do, and have it all in like one neat book that I put my time towards. I think that's gonna be good for me. And bad habits I've removed.
Maybe developed. I mean, either way.
Kind of like the way I would wake up. Yeah, I woke up like I used to wake up like really groggy,
Yeah.
and so I tried to educate myself on that more, and I learned a lot about like the sun hitting you helps you wake up more.
The sun wakes you up.
It does wake me up, bro. And I really don't like it. Really?
Yeah, like I'll like acknowledge the sun, but I'll be like, oh, let me go back to sleep.
I stopped using alarm clocks a while ago, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to work up to there someday.
Yeah.
Bro, waking up naturally, that would be naturally and early on.
I'm not consistent with it. Like it would be 7, and then like 2 days after like 8, and then like.
Oh, come on, you're still getting an early start to your day.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
but like.
I get what you mean though, and that's the same thing with me. Like waking up earlier is a good habit. I'm working on getting rid of my bad habit of waking up late. Still nowhere near to where I want it to be, but definitely in the right track. I'm really glad I was able to delete all of my social media apps. Like I don't want to be fucking like, you know, hopping on the trend of going on a social media cleanse, but only real ones will know. Like, you know,
Only real knows. Real
deleting
knows
Snap for a bit. Only real ones will know. Don't hit me up.
If you're not doing it for
Yeah.
yourself and kind of like trying to make it as a.
Yeah. No, and like another thing that kept me on was like, oh man, I need to post something so like people see what's up, because you know they care about, you know, how I fucking take this selfie and smile at the camera. But nobody fucking cares. I mean, shit, barely anybody comments on my post, so like, what the fuck? Why is achieving financial freedom so important to you?
I think it's because like just growing up, like my culture and the people that raised me, my parents and family, they all have grown up in that mindset that they need to find a job, go to America, find a job, and you know that's all you can help.
That's the American dream.
Yeah, the American dream. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. But I want to like lead a lifestyle and show like for my family, like a better way for my family, to not only support them but also show them like, hey, we can make it our way, like not just working a job.
What society requires you to
doing
do.
something you don't even enjoy as a living. And like even, you know, for my brothers especially, because they're going to be growing up probably worse than what our generation goes through, because with social media and shit,
Oh man.
and the amount of
fucking TikTok.
hours, the fucking amount of hours they're gonna spend. I just want to show them, like, and not just financial freedom, but like kind of like a self improvement journey. Like,
Yeah. You want to like show them it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it kind of hits home when it's somebody that you're close to that's able to achieve something that used to be unimaginable.
I want to show people that it's like okay to not know where you're going, and like you touched on this, but like I didn't know what I was doing at first, and I still don't, but I still had to take the steps somewhere and figure it out all along the way. And financial freedom is just like a tool to kind of have influence and like show people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not definitely. Like I agree with everything you're saying, and like for me, financial freedom is, you know, the word is in the phrase itself, freedom.
Mm.
Like money isn't everything, okay? It's not gonna solve all of your problems, but when you look at it statistically, most like relationships end due to a money related problem. That's not all of them, most, okay? There's a difference between all and most. Yeah, I just don't want to be in a position where I want to be able to work as hard as I can now, just so that I have like the freedom to choose whether I want to, you know, take off and enjoy my time with my family. You know, I don't want to be going to work 40 hours a week, losing time that I get to spend with, you know, my wife or like my kids and my friends.
Mm.
Like I don't want to have to worry about, you know, having to work a certain amount of hours in order to make ends meet. Like metaphorically, I don't want to have to look at my bank account and have to worry about like if this next purchase is gonna, you know, make or break me. You know, the concept of it being able to do what you want to do. Like who can hate against that?
Mm.
I don't want to be I want to be a part of like that group of people that has, you know, a massive amount of money that they don't know what to do with.
Mm.
I just want to be able to take care of myself and the people around me, and not have to, you know, work for the rest of my life. Wait,
That's a good question, bro. Shit.
Thank you.
I don't know what was in the apple.
Oh, it was a Granny Smith. No, it was a gala.
I don't know apples like that, bro. I
okay.
apologize.
I think I just came up with like another deep question. This is like off the top of my head, but do you ever like? I know personally, I do this myself. But do you ever just like, as you're driving down the road, or like you could be doing anything, but like you just think of your future, and you kind of get emotional. You're like, damn, I know that I'm gonna be successful one day, and like when that day comes, however it comes to me, like it's gonna be the greatest feeling, you know? Like to know that you finally made it. Do you ever like think to yourself that way?
Yeah, I visualize my future all the time, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I might not know the specifics, but I always, like, in my head, I'm visualizing how good it's gonna feel, or like
Yeah.
the connections I'm gonna be able to build, the way I'm gonna be improving myself. So yeah, I visualize
Yeah, nah, and
the
like
future.
I feel like a fucking pussy, but like every time I'll be like, not every time, but like as I'm driving down the road, I just like, you know, daydream to myself, thinking about, you know, like all of these great moments that are eventually gonna happen in my life. Like I think about getting married to like a beautiful, amazing woman,
Okay.
having like, you know, kids. Like, oh man, I can't wait to have kids. Like I'm gonna be fucking dope father. And then just like thinking of my first like real estate deal, owning like multiple rental properties. You know, it's just like, damn, like I can't like it's the excitement.
Yeah.
I guess to me, like I'm excited for this to happen to me, and like, yeah, I just hope that like all my families and friends are there with me, and Buff is there with me too when those days come.
Get out!
I'm kind of getting choked up right now.
Dude, visualization, bro, it's a amazing.
It's a helpful tool if you're ever feeling uninspired. Like, just think about what you're doing, like everything that you're doing for, and then think about where that eventually is going to get you to. What things have you done to improve the process of achieving your goals?
A lot of what I do is like self-reflection, and so when I'm like looking at or thinking about things that I've done and how I could have done it better when it comes to YouTube and content creation, to improve the process of like making a video, I gotta actually enjoy the video. I have like a saying to myself, like, as much as, even if I think this video is gonna do well, if I don't enjoy it, then it's not worth it.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to like taint your passion.
For sure.
Like, you know, there's only so much trend hopping that you can do. If you're not, you know, enjoying what you're doing, then I mean, you're kind of making like what your previous passion was unappealing.
Like this month I was intent on being consistent, and I'm glad I did that, because now I'm able to figure out how much of what I'm doing is what I'm passionate about, and how I can shift my attention towards things that I actually enjoy. And like, because some of the videos I put out, I was like kind of forced myself to do it just to be consistent about it. But I think I'm gonna rebrand my channel to like about self-improvement, which is something I really want to like focus
I think
on.
that'd be more interesting, at least for me. And I think it's more of like a niche community.
It would also be easier for me because I'm actually enjoying what I do. And I'll have another channel, Ben J to Go, for the entertaining shit, like biting an onion.
You're gonna fight an onion?
No, bite an onion. You didn't see that video? Because
No. Okay, at least said fighting onion. Like, yeah, that is like, you know, it seems pretty entertaining to me.
No, but I'm definitely like hopeful for the future. Like content. Like I'm definitely gonna be more engaging in what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm excited for the Instagram shit too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We're gonna come out with fire clips. Oh, that's a great transition.
Fire clips.
Fire!
I've never been
Yeah,
creative
Marcus.
like with a journal before, but like I actually have been drawing shit on here.
Hey. No, I'm just playing. That's good for you.
Yeah.
I kind of do something like that. I'll do a to-do list, but
Yeah, to-do list wasn't it. Well, I have a to-do list here. Boom! It's a clipboard.
okay.
Clipboard. Yeah, Instagram. I didn't write anything down about Instagram on here, so
I did.
Idea 1: competitions, accountability,
What we're doing now?
reviews, reactions, story time, skits. Oh, going outside of our comfort. Side hustle, acquiring bitches. You put that here? Gaming. Okay.
I think like the name of that series would be like Zoomer versus Boomer. I'm the boomer.
Baited dialogue. I like these ideas, man.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is water wet?
Ooh.
Ooh. Now we're really getting controversial.
Yeah, I don't think we want to get too controversial now.
But you want to do the outro?
No, I don't think I can do that, outro.
You can't do the outro. Come on.
No, you're the YouTuber.
Come on, do it. Say something.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.